Hi everyone, so today I did this really pretty kind of sunset inspired look on my eyes and this really glowy skin for summer. I'm honestly so obsessed with this look, and you will hear the word obsessed so many times in this video. I used the new Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. It just looks like this. It's so pretty, and it's definitely my everyday palette. And I also used the Jaclyn Hill palette for my face. I just really love how this look came together. I hope you guys like it as much as me. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and do a little bit of an intro. I'm trying to get ready for work. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I really enjoyed creating it. Like I said, it's my everyday look. I wear it all the time. So I hope you guys like it, and if you want to see how to get this, then just keep watching. Bye. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes and done my eyebrows just because, well, I guess priming doesn't take that long, but eyebrows do, and I just wanted to get it over with. So we're going to start with our eyes today, and I'm doing kind of like a sunset look. I'm really into pinks and kind of like purples, oranges, so I wanted to go into my Modern Renaissance palette, which I'd gotten recently, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm literally so obsessed with it. So I wanted to use this palette using some of the like reds and pinks and oranges to do a really pretty like sunset look, just because, you know, when you see the sunset and it's all pink and orange and it's so pretty, and that's what it reminds me of. And this is kind of like an everyday look for me, but recently the oranges have been like my neutral. So first I'm going to go into this MAC palette that I made. So I put all these 4 shades together, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I like this as kind of the base. I like to put this on and then go in with the Anastasia. So I'm taking this color right here, and I think it's soft brown. Like I said, I don't know the names. I should have like written it down, or like at least known what I was getting, but I wasn't really paying attention, and now I can't really take them out, so I think we're just gonna go soft brown. And then I also like to take, I think this is vanilla or brulee, one of those two. It's just a matte creamy white. I'm gonna take that on a big fluffy brush and put that on my brow bone. And the reason I'm doing this is just so that all the colors we put on later blends easier. I find that when I put this matte creamy color under my eyebrow, everything under that blends easier, and there's not a harsh line of brow bone, crease. So I like doing this first. So then I'm going to go back into that soft brown color and just blend everything else out. Then on the same brush, I'm going to go into this orange shade, and this is just a really bright orange color. Like I said, I don't know the name, but it's like the brightest orange I think that they have. Maybe not like neon orange, but like a muted bright orange. Okay, so I don't exactly know where my camera stopped recording. This literally happens to me every time I try and film. But the orange shade, just blending that in the crease, not being too careful, because later on we're going to go and clean it up and put more shadows on there. This is just kind of like the base for the colors. We're done with this. We might go back into it later for the brow bone highlight, but for now we're going to move on to the Modern Renaissance palette. And this is literally my everyday like shadows. I use this, like, I don't think a company could have made a more perfect palette. So I'm going to go right into the burnt orange color and the Real Gar color. So it's backwards. Burnt orange and Real Gar. And I'm just going to mix those with the same brush and blend it into my crease. And then now we're going to start with the fun shades. So one of my favorites is this one called Love Letter. It is so pretty. It's this just a really bright magenta color. I'm obsessed. And I'm just going to take this crease blender brush, looks like that, and I'm going to go right into it. And the thing I like about this is the brush is super like dense, and so you can put it in places and like be particular, but you can also feather it out. So I'm going to put this right in my crease, and then start doing windshield wiper motions. And continue picking some up and just blending that in. And this is kind of like your preference. If you want it more hot pink, do less of the orange, more of the pink. It just kind of personal preference. Now we're going to go back into that brush, put no additional product because it already has a lot on it, and just blend. With that same crease brush, we're going to go into this color called Red Ochre, and it's kind of like the pink color, but now just with more red. Still bright though, and I still love it. So now I'm going to go back to the outer corner, put that in there because it's a little deeper than the pink, and then put it really low into the crease. I'm going to take some more of that pink color, just wiped off my brush a little bit, and I'm going to go back into that Love Letter color to just add a little bit more. This look is honestly all about adding. Well, not adding, I guess, but just like layering. Adding one thing and then layering another thing and then blending and then adding more. It's like kind of like a long process, but turns out so beautiful. And to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to take a flat shader brush, so it just looks like this, just a flat shader brush, and go into that tempera shade. It's right here. It's a super pretty creamy with a little bit of satin white color, and I'm just going to put that right here. And Anastasia shades are super, super, super pigmented, so you want to be careful, tap out the excess just so it's not too much. And you're going to want to blend this out too. So just go back into the blending brush and just kind of blend. Once you're happy with how blended out it is, then I'm going to go into more of like a pointed brush like this. And I'm going to take that golden ochre color, which is right by where we put the brow bone highlight. So I'm going to take that. It's this really pretty like kind of sand color almost. And so I'm going to take that, tap the excess off, and then put this right on my lid in the inner part. So right here. And this honestly has been my favorite lid color. I just think it blends really nicely into this look. I'm just going to go back into that brush, blend everything out. So it just looks like this. I'm still going to add some under, but I like to do my whole face before I do that. So this is what it looks like though. I really, really like this. Like, honestly, this is my everyday look. So to begin the face, I'm going to start with this Chanel Le Blanc de Chanel. And this is a newer product that I got. I got my makeup done at the counter, and the guy who did my makeup used this on me as a base, and I just love it. It fills in your pores. It makes your skin feel super nice. It makes my makeup go on really nice, and it makes it last all day. So I really, really like it. It also helps a little bit with redness. Now, it's not going to cover up your redness, but it helps a little bit with not making it so bright, I guess, especially when you put the foundation on. So I'm just going to blend that in. I focus it more on my cheeks because that's where I have my problem areas. But I like to put it everywhere because it really smooths everything out. To move on to my foundation. So I'm going to be mixing two. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick and the True Match Lumi from L'Oreal. And this one's a little bit lighter, this one's a little bit darker. I'm just going to put this one kind of in the inner part and then blend this in the outer part. This one is in the color 115 or R230. I think it's the lightest pinky undertone. When I went, it was like all sold out, and this was one of the only colors I had. Thankfully it matched me, but now it's super light. So like I said, I'm just going to put that kind of in the inner part of my face like that. Love this look. And then we're going to stop here. Just kidding. This is in the color C3. It's a cooler toned one. Hey, So now I'm going to be taking my beauty blender, and it's, I think I was just blending out my foundation. But either way, I'm going to go in now with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the color Porcelain. So it's the light, I think it's the lightest one or second to lightest. Either way, I'm going to take some of this and put it under my eyes, and then on any other blemish. Put it right there. And this is not my like under eye brightening concealer, even though it is pretty bright. I like to use my MAC Pro Longwear concealer because I think it stays on the best. It doesn't crease on me and it looks so good. But I just like this one because I like to kind of cover up the darkness before I go in with the brightening one. So I'm just blending this in. I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Long Concealer. This one's in the color NC20. And I just put a pump of this on the back of my hand. I try and do less than a pump, but it normally comes out like this. I don't push it all the way to the bottom, but you're going to at least get this if you pump it. So I take this on my ring finger and I blend this out with my finger. I like to do this with my finger. I feel like it sets the best. And the finish is really nice. And once again, taking out my ring finger. Okay, so then whatever I have left over on the back of my hand is where I'm going to conceal, well, highlight the rest of my face. So I like to do my chin, the tip of my nose, on the sides of my nose, and then on my forehead. And when I do this, then I do take the beauty blender and just pounce it into my skin. Okay, so then I just like to let that dry. I think that setting your concealer when it's super wet like this does not work. Like, it always turns out a mess. So I'm just gonna, in the meantime, I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop cream liner, and this is in the color Get Paid, I believe. Yeah. Get Paid. It just looks like this, just this really pretty bronzy color. And I'm going to put this in the lower lash line and kind of smudge it out. Perfect. And then I'm going to be taking, if I know where it is, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline by Eye Studio gel liner, and this is in the color Blackest Black. And I'm going to take this and put it on my upper lashes. And I'm really going to focus on keeping it close to my lashes. So then after I'm done smudging that into my lash line, I'm just going to take another brush and smudge that. And then I just added some on the bottom. I'm not going to do a wing, but I just like to add a little bit of liner. Now that concealer set a little bit, and we can just go ahead and set it with powder. So for that, I'm going to be using this Master Fix by Face Studio Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. It just looks like this. I'm almost out, so I need to get another one. I really want to try the NARS one because I've heard it's really good, but I just want to use this. I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. blush brush. I like it because it's flat, so it's perfect to set my under eyes. So I'm just going to set that. At first, be very gentle, you know, don't rub it around. But then once you get a nice even layer of powder, you can maneuver it more. I go in with my face powder brush and take some more and then brush that around my face. I don't need to take that flat one for my whole face. I just like that to set the places that we put the highlighting concealer. What I'm going to do is take my Renaissance palette, which is down here. Wow, I like ghostly. And I'm going to take that burnt orange color right here. I'm going to go into that and just blend the lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I don't focus as much on getting that orange, smoky, pink look. I just like to blend out, add something under the lash line, because when I have so much going on above it, it looks a little funny if you have nothing on it. And by taking this brush that already has some of that pink on that, it works perfect. And then I'm just going to take this brush that came in one of the Naked palettes and just blend that all out. And we're done with all the shadows. I'm going to go in with this Chanel Le Volume de Chanel mascara and just put this everywhere, and I'll be right back to finish up the look. Okay, so I just added my mascara to my upper and lower lash line. So now I'm going to move on to the face. First, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Contour Kit, which mine is honestly like so beat up, and just wait till you see what's inside. Like, yes. So I'm going to be taking this middle shade, which I love to contour with. And I don't do like crazy contour, but I just like to add a little bit of definition. So I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Yes. I think this is a blush brush too. I'm not sure. Just an angled brush. Any brush will work. And take some of that and put it right your cheekbone, kind of underneath where you'd contour. Wow, I love that. And this brush honestly works so good. Like, you can see that line. Like, it adds really good definition. So I'm going to be doing the same to this side. And I blend up while I do it. I don't like to blend down, but I like to blend up. And then I take what's ever left and just kind of buff this on the nose. This is really all I do for nose contour, but I love the way it looks. Like, I actually really like the way it looks. I don't need to go in and like really chisel it out. So now I'm going to be taking this color right here with a bigger fluffy brush to blend everything out. And I use this one more as like a bronzer. And then you can't leave the forehead alone. I don't really contour my forehead, but I just like to bronze it up so that everything looks even. Perfect. I'm going to go into blush, and for that I'm going to be using this Becca with Jaclyn Hill collab. And I've honestly been so obsessed with this. Like, the Anastasia Renaissance palette and this have been my go-tos lately. So it looks like this. I'm obsessed. And so my favorite blush color is this one right here. Especially for the look we did. It's so bright that this color, this, I think it's Amaretto. Yeah, this Amaretto brown color looks so good with any look you do. Literally any look you do, this will look good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my cheeks. So now I'm going to go back into that powder brush and just kind of blend. Now my favorite highlighting combination. I was going to go ahead and use this highlighter today from MAC. But then I was like, no, let's say you just need to do what you love. So I'm going to be taking this is Preseco Pop. So this is the gold one with this Morphe M438 brush. So I'm going to be taking the Preseco Pop and putting this right on the cheekbones. On the high points of the cheeks. And yes, do you see that? Oh my god. And then I like to bring it in. I like when you smile, you see that glow. And then just blend. Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with these highlighters. I'm going to move on to my second favorite highlight, which I love to put over top of this. And this is the Bobbi Brown limited edition color in Sunset Glow. If you do not have this color, you need to go to Nordstrom, go online to Bobbi Brown, whatever you need to do to get this color, like, you need to get it. And this is the sunset. I'm going to take that on this brush again and put it right above Preseco Pop. I'm not going to blend it down and up as much as I did with the Preseco Pop, but I just like it right here. Gives you that little pop of pink. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It looks so good with that gold too. Nose, Cupid's bow, chin. Wow, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh, if you guys don't have this combination, I highly, highly suggest it. So I'm just going to go back into that blush brush because I like for everything to look seamless, so I always like to keep blending. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to be taking this Eau Roma water. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's just a toner water from Lush. I like to put this on afterwards. It kind of takes away any powdery residue look that I could have and makes everything look super glowy. Just love the way this is, and it smells good. It has rose water in it, like lavender water. It's really calming. I'm obsessed. Love it for after my makeup. I just feel like it feels so nice. Okay, so then lastly, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to first start by taking this Ofra lip liner in Silk. It just looks like that. It's a super pretty pink color. And I'm going to line my lips. And then kind of fill them in. And then for lipstick today, I'm going to be taking this Bite Beauty lipstick in, is it Glace? I'm not sure. This was one of the 100-point perks, which honestly is amazing at Sephora. It just looks like that. It's so pretty, so comfortable. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of this. I'm going to blend it out with my finger because it is dark and I don't want this like super dark lip look. But I love the color. It's super, it's like dark but really natural. Like I would wear this with pretty much anything. Okay, so this is the completed look. This is the sunset, you know, glowy. This is honestly like my everyday look. My lights honestly suck. I really need to figure out something to do with my lights because like I know that you can't tell as much as I can, but it's so pretty and I'm honestly like obsessed with it. Like if I say obsessed one more time, like it's annoying, but like I'm just so obsessed with it and I think you guys should try it. Even if you don't want to spend the money to get the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I really think it's worth it. It's $42, I believe, somewhere around there, $42 to $50. And it literally has such amazing colors. It's so travel friendly. Like I use these colors every single day. Like this is all you need. And it comes with a nice brush too that I do use. And so I'm so obsessed with this. I really think it's amazing, this highlight combination. Like, please try it. It will give you so much life, I promise. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look as much as I do. Make sure to try it out and leave some comments below. Subscribe if you're not already. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll see you guys next time.